Hi, Mr. Minnick, helping my students in a Python class, but this applies to any other class where you're incorporating graphics into a computer science project. I'm helping them figure out how to take away the white background of a graphic when it's imported into a project. So here goes. Let's say that right now I want a picture of a piece of cake here instead of this appetizer. So I go to one of my favorite websites, commons.wikimedia.org. I have links to it all over the place in my website, where you have like official legal right to reuse these graphics without violating somebody's copyright. So I go into images, perhaps I go into images by subject, perhaps I go into vector images by subject, perhaps I go in here to where it's like vector images of food and drink. And let's say that I want to incorporate this picture of cake right here. Now notice how it has a white background. These other ones, they have the checkerboard pattern. Well, those are already transparent. But let's say I want the picture of the cake. And unfortunately, it's got that white annoying background. Here's how you strip that white out. And you make the graphic into what's called a transparent graphic. Here goes. I click on that entry here at this website, commonswikimedia.org. I look at it, and if you need to resize it, well, there's another video that will help you with that. Right now, let's just pretend that that size is correct. So I right-click over top of it here. I either click Download File or I click Save Image As. It works both ways here. I save it here to my Downloads folder, and I'm going to name it Cake. And it has the .jpeg extension. I now slide over to this website where I keep track of, like, I help students with using media and graphics. At the bottom of this page, currently in 2017, I have links to websites where you can create your own graphics. Now, we've already studied in a previous video how to resize graphics at picresize.com. But this one right here is a particularly good one for making transparent graphics. This might apply to you in other situations, like Instagram or other situations, so pay attention to this video. OnlineImageEditor.com is one of the many good websites that let you do this. So I go to that website, and that website allows me, okay, pretend that you don't see that. That was me testing this a second before. So I'm going to delete that and pretend I'm starting over here from scratch. So I click Upload, choose File. I browse to the location of my Macintosh hard drive here, and I find that picture of that cake that I downloaded from that other website. I click Upload. Here it is. It's got the white background that I don't want. Well, I was playing around at onlineimageeditor.com, and there are other websites that do this, and there are other programs that you have installed on a home computer that do this, like Photoshop for like $1,000 a year. I don't know, it's expensive. This is free, and watch. Under Wizards, there's a transparency tab, and when I click FFFFF, which is the hexadecimal number for white, and it's got the color chip here for white, so keep it, usually it's a white background that you want to knock out. But if it's another color like blue, well, we could find that color. So with that typed in there, FFFFFF, which is white, I can just click anywhere in that white area. And it knocked it out. It made it a checkerboard, which means that it's see-through. But it did not knock out the color that's inside here. Pretty smart. And I guess I could resize it here if I wanted to, if I'm not happy with its width of 143 pixels. There probably is a way to resize it. If you want to export it as a GIF or a GIF, that's fine, but I might just choose to keep it as a PNG file. Either way, I'm going to click Save and save it locally to my hard drive. That means my hard drive and not some other place, like on the internet. And now I'm going to slide back over to Trinket. I'm going to go into the image area of this Trinket. I'm going to click Add Image. Click to select Files. Find, oh, I should have renamed it. Hold on a second. I'm going to go to my Macintosh computer finder and rename it Cake TR for transparent. I always throw something in there as a reminder for that. Now, I already had a cake from earlier today. Let's ignore that and pretend it didn't exist. So yeah, you could name it, you could just rename it Cake and just know that it was transparent, but you might want to put TR next to it. It's up to you. I'm going to keep it simple and just name it Cake. So now that it's renamed properly, now you go over to Trinket and you upload this file that you must first click to select. There it is on my downloads folder. I click open. Now I had already done this before, so let's pretend that one of these doesn't exist. And now I'm going to select that one and click upload and click done. And now it's in here as one of my available graphics in this Trinket. Come back over to the code window. I'm going to replace the appetizer JPEG with Cake. I forget now, class, was it a JPEG or a PNG or a GIF? It was a PNG. I could go back over there and check, but I'll just take their word for it. Period 11, 2017-18. Awesome class, my favorite, but don't tell period 7, 8, and 10 that. They probably won't even see this video. And I should change appetizer here, this text. I should change it to Cake. Let's test this and see if the white background is knocked out when I run the program the next time. Yep, it's pretty good. It's a little pixelated around the edges, but you'll have to sign up for that class Digital Art with Mrs. Zamperini if you want to really go into Illustrator or better yet Photoshop and fine-tune that a little bit more. Now the program is finished and I've got the annoying white background. Something like this, by the way, that doesn't have a solid background because of this black, that would be trickier. Yeah, you could come in here and you could find an eraser tool. I meant to say here. You could find an eraser tool that would let you probably erase around the edges and trim it, but that's a whole nother video for another day. Hope you enjoyed the video on how to make a graphic into a transparent graphic.